In part 1 we built the front end of our flashcard app, but right now it's just showing dummy questions. In this video we will be building Nest.js Backend that will take this data and send them to AI, and AI will generate actual study questions. Let's connect everything and make the app actually work. So right now this is our front end application where user comes in, user select file. I just selected this file, which is classification of living things, and then press extract. System is doing OCR, it generates this text, whatever text was there it picked it and then submit it. It's just processing this contact dummy. It say it is generating some questions which are dummy questions, not actual. For example, explain in this unit we will study different groups of living things and components. It's just like it is picking one line and expecting you to complete the sentence. That is not actually we study, right? We actually work with some critical reasoning questions. So for this we need some brain here that can think, take that content and generate some actual questions. As a teacher you can say that we have only front end, it takes the images and generate some random fill in the blank questions, you can say that. So we want actual logical questions. What we will be doing is today we are going to build this our backend component, right? This backend, this part we are going to build. What it is going to do, front end will pass our OCR text to this backend, and the backend will connect to the AI, and AI will generate some act as a teacher and generate some real-time study questions. So what AI tool we are going to use, and what is the backend backend is going to be Nest.js, and the AI tool I am going to use GROK. We have other options, we can go with that, but right now I will choose GROK, which is very fast and cheap. Okay, let's generate our backend now. So I will switch back to the agent and create a new chat window. So here I will write a prompt. I will write this prompt. First I will switch back to the plan mode, right? So then I write a prompt here. I am asking AI bootstrap this backend with the Nest.js project, and this is the documentation that we have. Okay, you can no need to mention this, but you can ask like refer the Nest.js document, that would be enough. So let's see what this AI going to do for us. Meanwhile, it is generating the backend project. This browser, if you want to know how this project and how this browser is connected, you can go and watch my previous video how I bootstrap my front end project. So here it created a plan for me. In plan mode it always tell me what I'm going to do. I will verify and then I can. So it's saying I will install Next.js CLI project, and then okay, verify the structure and test the application start. Okay, that's fine. That's what I want to do. Okay, it's going to run this command. So you can learn how to bootstrap the Next.js project. You can follow this agent and you will learn how the Nest.js project is being bootstrapped. This is the CLI tool that is used to bootstrap the Next.js project. So what npm package manager, it is using npm. We can use our other npm package as well. If you don't know what is package manager, I will create another video for you guys. What is package manager and what other options we have as a package manager. It's installing all the packages. So yeah, it's done with the package installation. It's again going to start the project and see if it is working fine. The next step, obviously. First, it set up the Next.js project via CLI, and next it is verifying it if it is working fine or not, right? So you can also see what command it executed to run the project, npm run start dev. Now it's verifying if it is going to give the error or what. Yeah, so I think there is some issues. It's port is already being used, so it's saying okay, it's going to verify if build is working fine or not. Okay, right, so it's telling me you can start the server using this. Okay, saying we can use some different port if you switch to this file. Let me switch to this file, main.ts. If you want to see the structure, what its structure it created, you can definitely go and watch what it's created actually. So here you see it's created this backend directory and it created some files, and you will know this file. So it's create. Let me just switch to the port, to different ports, so that it won't conflict with our front end. It says we need to run this, so let me just let me just go to the backend directory and then run it via this command, so we can see that if it is working fine or not. 2000 port, let me just switch to all ports are being used. Strange. Okay, so this is perfect. Let me just, okay, so it's perfect. Now our project is starting, right? The next step is I will ask AI agent to create an API, right? Our project is set up. You can just go and see what file is created for your learning purposes as well. Also, you need to review this as well. So yeah, now I am asking to set up the backend API to accept the input text submitted by the student. So I am asking it to create an API which will accept a text and generate the flashcard and return it. So I'm not giving any instruction how to generate the flashcard. So how it will get that information? It will explore my repository. It will find this readme file, and here I mentioned is like we will use this Gemini uh, for Cloud Vision API. Oh, sorry, this is not the image processing. There should be, just give me a second. For my backend, post Nest.js AI processing, GROK or what. Okay, so let's see how it will behave. So always do the plan work so that you will know what's AI going to do, rather than be surprised and ask him to do it again, right? That's a very funny thing. So okay, so it is asking me which AI provider you want to use, OpenAI, Entropy, GROK, or what is configurable. So I will let's say I want to use GROK for now. What should be the API endpoint? Yeah, so I can say that okay, I can go for API flashcards generate. Yes, this one. Yeah, continue. See, it's asking me a couple of questions, and then it is going to create some backend. So let's see what plan it is. Sorry, it is going to create some plan. So what it's created now? It's created is saying I am going to create this endpoint. What it will do? It will install GROK SDK, right? So you will know how to integrate the SDK. You need to review this really. If you want to learn something, just follow along what agent is doing instead of go and search in the Google how to integrate GROK with your application. It's just telling you how to integrate. So you can just read and learn through this as well, and then it will create some DTOs, and then yeah, it's making sense for me. For now I will go and ask it to build it. It will be 3003. Yeah, I actually okay, 3000 is course, enable course for front end only. What are course? I will again explain later on. For now let's leave it. So meanwhile it's generating, let me explain you what are cores. Cores are basically, if you want to allow someone to use your APIs from the browser, from your website, you need to allow it as a course. For example, if my backend and front end is not on the same server, so say same domain, for example, generateflashcard.com. If both are not on the generateflashcard.com, then I have to allow it explicitly. For example, I expose it as a api.flashcards.com, right? So then I have to explicitly enable my course for flashcards.com, so that my backend should allow frontend to call these APIs. It's simple that. It's just installed some packages and writing some code here, right? You can always review the code from here by clicking there. It's generating, but you can always see what files are being created, what is doing. It's installing some good and bad things. Okay, it's just installing some packages and doing some stuff here. It's calling the APIs, GROK APIs using this SDK. It's SDK, right? So yeah, it's a good thing. You need to, you agent is doing the work and you are learning as well. Okay, I think it's finished its part. Let's see what's doing. It's fine. Let me just zoom a bit so that you can also read things. Okay, it's done its work. Now it's trying to build and see if the backend is ready or not. Okay, so it's done. It says what it is done. It will tell me the implemented features. Yeah, implementation complete. It's created this dependency, file created, controller module, feature implemented. Okay, next it's saying create an env file and paste these things there. Okay, here you go. It says GROK API key as well. It says get your GROK API key from this website. So before I go to the website, let me just create an env file by going to this editor mode and go to env files. Let me paste here. This is my port. This is my front end URL, and this is my GROK API. So how to generate this how to get this GROK API? So it's saying I need to go. So it's giving me instruction how you can get the GROK API. You don't have to juggle in between Google's and search like how I can generate GROK API. I just need to go there. It's asking me to open this in the browser. Let me just bring my browser for you guys. Okay, so here is browser. I just opened that URL. It's navigated me here. It's asking me please log in first. So how we can do, I will just do continue with Google. I will use my email. Boom. It's just as simple as that. Right now I can go ahead and as a free user I can get my APIs as well. Let me go to this API keys. I can create a new API. I will say AI flashcards, right? Okay, I can copy this here now, and I will switch back to my cursor and just paste it here. Okay, that's it. I will close this file for now. Okay, now I can I restart my app as well. Just let me just remember, if you are changing your .env file, you need to restart your application. So that's what I am doing. I think it's set here as well. Start your server. So it's always running, so I just stopped it and started it again. Okay, now I have my application up and running. Let me switch back to this mode. I will have a better view. Yes, just wanted to show here what we have here. Sorry. So yeah, we have this API flashcard generate. Okay. Now our API is there. The backend is ready. Now I will need to stitch that backend with the front end so that we can use our app. So I will ask again in a new window. I will ask to do the add flashcard API generation into front end instead of mocking. So before I do that, I will just add all the files. The files are not showing up here. Okay. I will ask this prompt, add flashcard API generation into front end instead of mocking now. So it will fetch the information from the backend, what APIs are there and where I need to replace those APIs. So for this, it's creating a plan. It is able to fetch all the information automatically, and now it's going to create this, saying I will create this front end and there will this. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine with your plan. You can just, I can always go change my plan manually as well. Right now, for the sake of video, I'm just proceeding it. Let's just generating the files. You can see I'm doing nothing, is just doing everything by itself. So usually I can ask in one go, like, hey, generate the backend and create API and then connect front end. But I don't want to do this way, because as an engineer, if I do in this way, I will not able to find and things if there is any problem or not. Okay, so we have our front end integrated with the back end. So let's test our front end with the back end. Okay, let's refresh this first, and now I will upload this same document. I will ask AI to first my front end will extract the images. No. Okay, there is some error. Let me just ask agent, it's not working. It's crashing. Bro, it's crashing. What did you do? I just asked, it says the AI service not configured properly. Okay, we have some error, serious error. Oh. I now have the errors from the logs. I will ask, fix this error. I think my model don't have an idea, like there is an updated model available from the GROK. The previous one that it's configuring is already depreciated. You need to upgrade your model, so it's going to update it. So yeah, so one tip is you can go and ask to use the latest SDK instead of the outdated information from the web. You can ask, like, search from the web and then do the integration, then it will pull up the latest model. Otherwise, yeah, see, it's said flashcard generated successfully. What is classification of living things? See, it's a logical study question now we have. Sorry, I am sharing wrong window. Sorry guys. Yeah, let me just refresh again. I will start from again, sorry. Okay, you see it's generating some genuine study questions. What is classification of living things? So what is the answer we have? Grouping of living organisms. Yeah, so you see here what it's perfectly fine questions. Again, what is the main purpose of classification of, you see, these are the questions that actually are study questions. What are unicellular organism, right? It's generating some genuine study questions that I can learn using this. So it's yeah, so our app works, but there is the one problem. If you refresh the page, your flashcards are gone. Let me show you. Yeah, your flashcards are gone. What you did, you don't remember. If you pass or if you, whatever you studied, right? So in the next part, we are adding PostgreSQL database, user authentications, and I'm going to deploy this to the production. So do subscribe my channel. I will be shipping this in app to the internet, and you will see how it's going to ship.